The mission of the Great Canadian Cheese Festival, which is coming to Kingston on May 24th and May 25th, is to highlight Canadian-made cheesemakers and the Canadian dairy industry's impact on our economy. The festival is the country's largest cheese event and brings together over 100 vendors. Joining me in studio for a tutored cheese tasting are Patricia McDermott, Executive Director of the festival, and cheese expert Jackie Armette. Thanks so much for being here today, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you
for having us.
So maybe let's start with the history of the festival. Patricia, could you tell me where the idea for this Great Canadian Cheese Festival came from?
Absolutely. I wish I could personally take credit for it, but I cannot. Our founder, George, created this festival about 15 years ago,
Okay.
And he brought it to Prince Edward County. He had a passion for cheese, as did I.
Yep.
So when he brought the festival to the county, I happened to be opening my specialty cheese store, Agrarian Market, at the same time. Mm-hmm. And our paths, stars aligned, mm-hmm. and that's where it all began. So George ran the festival for mm-hmm. about 6 years in Prince Edward County.
Right.
And I have very happily taken it over for him.
Wonderful.
We had a bit of a delay due to that awful word COVID,
Yes.
that we were all plagued with, but here we are. We made the decision to bring it to this beautiful city of Kingston
Right.
for many different reasons. Number one, most of the dairy producers, cheese producers in the country come from Quebec or mm-hmm. Ontario. Mm-hmm. Kingston represents a 3-hour radius with a third of our country's population.
Wow.
Yeah. Group that with just an amazing university town
yeah.
and a great vibe. It was a pretty easy decision to bring it to Kingston.
Where is it taking place here in Kingston? We've got so many great venues.
Oh, absolutely. We chose the historic Fort Henry.
Oh, lovely.
Yes,
That'll be
right on the water. It's beautiful.
May 24th and 25th. What
Yes.
times is it running?
On the Saturday, May 24th, we are open from 10 until 5.
Okay.
And Sunday, May 25th, we are open from 10 until 4.
And so individuals purchase tickets for the day? Is that how it works?
Yes, so you can either purchase an individual day pass. When you go onto the website, a lot of the questions I'm fielding right now is my pass good for either day? Yes, your pass is
great.
good
Amazing.
for either day. You don't need to select which day you're going to come and join us.
Right.
But if you love it so much on the Saturday, come out and see us again on the Sunday,
Right.
And you can buy a weekend pass as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
And so I understand there's stuff going on for the whole family. There's
Absolutely.
even kids cheese making, is that right?
Oh, part of this whole thought process for us while we were planning this is to not only bring together the country's best producers and showcase them as well as we can, but to educate the consumer
Yes.
where your products are coming from.
Right.
And, I'm a mom of 3.
Yeah.
I am educating my children right now. Where does your food come from?
Yes.
How is your food made?
Yeah.
So we're bringing in Maple, the milk simulator. So if you want to try to milk a cow, you can
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
And then you can get your hands dirty a little bit more in the cheese making seminars.
Right.
And for those who want a bit of an elevated experience, Jackie and her team are hosting the tutored tastings throughout the whole event as well.
Okay, so tutored tastings all weekend. The family
Yes.
stuff's happening Saturday.
And
then,
Sunday.
And
Yep.
Sunday.
And
Oh,
Sunday.
both days.
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So maybe let's get into some tutored tastings here, because
Yes.
all of this,
Yes,
you can't
absolutely.
smell it at home, but here we can smell
Yeah.
it in studio, and it smells amazing. So maybe,
Yes,
Jackie, if you want to
cheese
get
is
us
in the
started.
house.
All Canadian cheese is amazing.
We're actually running 3 tutor tastings on Saturday
Okay.
and another 2 on Sunday.
Oh, amazing.
And there's all different varieties, and it's going to be paired with some beverages as well, some wine,
Lovely.
and potentially some cider. And there's different types of tastings. We have one that's called the finest
Okay.
Quebec cheeses, so it'll be all Quebec cheeses, and then we have award-winning cheeses,
Oh.
and then we have all around the farmyard.
Oh, amazing.
So
nice
they're
mix.
going to be running, and then what we do is we'll be plating 7 cheeses with some preserves and pair it up with some wines. But we have a variety of cheeses here that will be featured. And all of these cheese producers will be at the festival. If you want to find out, what's a difference between a brie or a camembert,
Yes.
You want to find out like an Alpine style cheese, what this is, which is not blue, it's
Right.
actually like a vegetable ash. You'll certainly find those questions at the tastings.
So Tudor cheese tastings with a sample of 7 different cheeses, right?
Yes.
And I understand that I'm very fortunate today because I get to sample 3 here and go
Yes,
through a little mini
absolutely.
tasting. Is that
Yeah.
right? Oh, these look amazing.
Actually, plated 3 of them.
Wonderful. And
Yes.
so Jackie, maybe do you want to walk us through
Yeah,
these?
so we have a variety of cheese. We have a triple cream called Madawaska, and it's a bloomy rind. It's this one
This
just
one
here.
right here, yeah.
Yep. And then we'll try the Wildwood, and that's from Stonetown.
And that's
Yeah,
the
and
one
that's-
right there?
That's that one, and it's an Alpine cheese.
Okay.
And then of course we always have to finish off with the blue.
Is that a thing? I didn't know. Is
Yes.
that typically you finish on a
Typically,
blue?
yeah. When you
Okay.
do a tasting, you finish off because it is so powerful.
Right. Okay.
That you don't want it to interrupt when you're having a fresh cheese.
Okay, so there is a
Yes.
progression and to the cheeses
There
that
is,
you. Okay,
yes.
amazing. Okay,
Yes.
so we're starting with
Yeah, we're going to start with this one. This again is the
Madawaska.
Madawaska, and it's a bloomy rind cheese. And again, like I was saying, that when you go through the tastings, that all of these different styles will be explained to you.
It's very creamy.
Extremely.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah. And so at home, if you were to eat that, would you put it on a cracker, or is it up to people? Or people, is that blasphemy, putting it on a
There
cracker?
is no rules in
No
this
rules.
game of cheese.
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
You do what you like at the end of the day.
Amazing.
I love honeycomb
Oh, okay.
on it.
Oh, yes.
And my
Yeah.
personal thing is because I've built my whole business on cheese, I try to stick to a very mild cracker, like a rice
Right,
cracker
like-
or a
yeah.
water cracker. So I'm just tasting the cheese.
Amazing. Okay. And
Same goes with also with the rind.
Right. Okay.
On the cheese, often people say, "Can I eat the rind?" And if it's not wax, you can pretty well eat the rind.
Amazing. Extra flavor in there
Yes.
and the rind.
Yeah, it
Wonderful.
gives it another dimension
Okay.
and a nice profile.
So the second one is the Wedgwood, you said?
Yes.
Wildwood.
Wildwood.
And an Alpine cheese. I don't know what that means. So what is an Alpine
It's
cheese?
the style of how it's aged.
Okay. Right.
It gives it that kind of profile.
I love it. All of these taste amazing so far. So
Yes, this is like a firm cheese as well.
Yes.
As opposed to the first one that we tried, which is a soft cheese.
and now, as I've just learned, finishing off with a blue.
Yes.
So what
Yes.
blue do we have here today to try?
We have the Benedictine
Oh,
blue,
okay.
and as you can see, it's got the blue veins through it. Mm-hmm. And again, that's something else that you'll find out if you ever wondered how it obtains its blue.
Right.
The presenters at the Tudor tastings will explain how that process works as well.
I love it. I love the saltiness of it. It's so nice. Yeah.
Right.
And how much are tickets?
Tickets are $50 for adults and $25 for kids. The $50 includes a insulated tote bag, so you can fill with all of your
right.
Yes.
cheese pleasures. A tasting glass that is etched with our logo, ice pack. This is a try and buy event, so a lot of people are asking me, how many samples do you get? Let's just say, come hungry,
Come
and
hungry.
there's going to be
Amazing.
samples. We have a variety of food trucks there as well. This is really meant to be a fun, get the family together,
Yes.
support the Canadian dairy industry. They need our support.
Well, so this is just a small sampling of, like you said, hundreds of vendors, lots of amazing cheeses. I'm so fortunate to have gotten this sneak peek today, but it definitely makes me want to head out and make sure I get my tickets for the Great Canadian Cheese Festival happening May 24th and 25th at Fort Henry, and get your tickets at Canadian.
Cheese Fest, not Canadian,
Oh, okay.
just cheesefest.ca.
We made it as simple as possible.
Okay. Cheesefest.ca. Head on over there, get your tickets, go to Fort Henry, support amazing amazing Canadian vendors, and enjoy some wonderful cheeses. Thank you so much both for being here today.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.